No, I'm going to give you some intro music.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody.
I might sing it.
Oh, yeah. I got to do this thing first. Oh, dude, I just farted.
Little D, that ain't a fart. I'll tell you what a fart is. Food mixed with enzymes make gas.
It builds up and just won't last.
As it grows, it turns into a bubble.
That's when you know you're in trouble.
Pushing through your colon, that gas keeps growing.
Pickles, lettuce, salami, and jam.
These all make your butt slam.
As it approaches manifestation, it has reached its final destination. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut.
They come out of your butt. Farts, they come out of your butt. Farts, they come out of your butt. They come out of your butt. They come out of your butt.
Farts come from your soul. Bend over to pray and they leach out your hole. Cast that eminence with a Tupperware bowl. Then it will bear your toll. Farts, the smell is great. Passed so much I think I lost weight. Be careful what you put on your plate. You might be rejected your first date.
Farts, love to man, spread the cheer. It's a gift throughout the year. Big one, small one, silent too. Wave up a hand from me to you. Farts are something that are never shy. If you have one, just let it fly. Don't hold it in, just let it out. Make it proud, make it loud.
Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut. Farts come out of your butt like when you eat cheese or a spicy peanut.
Alrighty. Sorry
And
about that.
wow,
January 1st
that
in
was
the Western
perfect
world.
timing.
New Year's Day is celebrated.
Did I finish that song? Alrighty.
All right,
The
that one, save that one for about a month.
the turkey was too big, so I had to move some
What do you
rails
mean?
in my oven to fit the pan in. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's a good sized turkey. It's 22 pounds, 23 pounds.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah. It's a
that's intense.
yeah. It basically goes edge to edge in my turkey in my oven. And I did similar to what we did last year because it was kind of a hit last year. So I thawed it out and then I brined it in like a kind of a spice brine for 24 hours. So I have
Okay.
like a big bucket, like a Home Depot style bucket.
Yeah,
just shove it in.
bucket, put it in there.
Yeah.
Super salty.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of spices in there.
Pulled it out. Smelled great already. Took a little taste.
Yeah. Yeah, do a little bite.
And then we do the bacon wrap. So then we wrap the complete outside. That way I don't have to baste it or butter it. I just
Wait. Back up. You wrap the whole turkey
yeah.
in bacon.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't need the butter under
No.
the skin. Then.
Dude, here. I'll be right back. I'll take a photo. I'll send you.
Oh boy. I have not seen someone wrap a turkey in bacon ever. Have I've not heard of that. We will see photographic evidence in a moment here. Here it comes. In 5, 4, 3,
All right.
2, 1. Boom.
Far out. Oh, it hurts. Oh, I sent you a photo on your
Okay.
phone. Oh, fudge.
Okay. So you get moist. You wrap the legs all nice too.
Yeah. That's 1 pound of bacon.
Okay. Nice.
So there
So
you go.
yeah, I can see the definite benefit there, and
Oh.
you're gonna keep the moisture in certainly.
Remember how a couple weeks ago, or no, months ago, like I took a big chunk out of my finger,
Yeah.
opening that. Yeah. So that's kind of healed up. It's all pretty scarred and gnarly. But then yesterday I did that. Fucking
Oh.
scallop potatoes
Oh, nice.
using the
Oh no.
mandolin. Yeah.
No.
Yep. It's
No, that's like things. That's
Yeah.
like stuff. Of
and this one
nightmares.
fucking hurts. It might,
Oh my
maybe it's
gosh.
infected or something, but it's just because it's the tip of the finger and it kind of goes all the way through the nail. But and I just banged it like on a door. It's a fucking like it's
Take it
throbbing.
completely off, or is it a flap?
No, it just cut kind of like through the top of the finger. But fuck, it's so gross. It's that thing you always cringe at the thought of cutting yourself on a mandolin, and I
Yeah.
fucking did it.
Yep.
I even was using all the
Find the
protective
other
gear
piece.
on it too, and it just got stuck on a potato. And
So is there a little piece of Michael in your scallop?
Probably,
potatoes for
yeah.
everybody?
somebody will get a
Nice.
little.
So Michael's surprise.
Hopefully, they're thankful for it.
Yeah. I'm thankful not to be eating your scallop
Oh,
potatoes.
scallop fingered potatoes. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, so
finger-looking
far
potatoes.
we have
But
100
they're
people
not
that
made
have
from
logged in, but
finger-looking
no one's saying
potatoes.
anything.
People have logged in.
At 100, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I see 3 zeros, right? That's 100, right? 100's, yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
So I like how I spend all this fucking time getting these animations working and no one fucking shows up. I even advertised this one on Facebook.
Nice.
Oh, wait, maybe I should put the link on Facebook. Right? That's a thing you should do.
Possibly.
But
Log in now to
yeah, we're
tell us what to do.
beep. There. Hopefully that works.
Bleep,
Next.
blop, bloop.
Post. Oh, buggers! Did I set this one to private? Oh, shit. Customization. It's still private.
Oh.
We need this public. Can I do it while we're streaming? I hope so. That's stupid, because I did all those tests and I made it. There we go, public. Yeah, that's on me.
All right. Now we've gone.
That explains it. All right. Now we'll see the people flood in. We'll see them just flood in.
Well, for those of you who are just joining us now because we made our thing public.
Oh shit! I think I put the
hello
wrong
and
link
welcome.
on there. Son of a! I don't
You
know.
think
how to
you
use.
what?
Yeah, that's the wrong link. Delete. Delete that post. That was the link to how you edit it. Where do I get the actual like
Oh.
live?
Here, edit our video
Yeah.
for us. But
Teach us how to do this. Why don't we have any staff? Live
Yeah, we're running short on staff, so could you guys edit this for us before we put it out?
Really
Thanks.
helpful,
We look to our
get a
users
shareable
to
link.
help
There
us
we go.
achieve our goals. That mean you got it?
Yeah. On our podcast. Here till all right. Post. All right. I said we'll be here for a half an hour from this moment on. All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the turkey in. I have the dough. So after this, my wife has put the scalloped potatoes in and per baked them. She's made 2 pumpkin pies. I made about 3 pounds of dough. I'm gonna make bread rolls, like homemade bread rolls. I think that's the meal. Oh, we got some asparagus for green shit. Then I think other people will bring stuff, usually like sweets and stuff. I kind of like, we should have had a salad, but then I'm like, you don't really eat salad on Thanksgiving. And for you guys, you watch footballs, is it?
Yeah, kinda.
Like that's the thing you guys, because there's
Yeah,
no
that's
hockey
the
on
thing.
Thanksgiving for you guys. They
No,
take the day off, but football's on. Like there's something people watch on Thanksgiving. I thought it was football.
Football.
Yeah. But for us, we get to watch hockey because there's like 14 games on today. So that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So the Sharks will be playing at 7:00 your time, 3:00 my time. So super stoked for that. So that's in a couple hours. That's going to be a hard game though. They kind of need to win this one to kind of keep their place, because Thanksgiving's kind of like where you stand. Are you playoff worthy? And but we're playing Colorado in Colorado, and we beat them last time, so I have a feeling they're not going to want us to do that again.
Probably not.
And Colorado has our old goalie who just had a shutout the other day.
Oh.
So.
Well, at least he got it out of his system.
Mm-hmm. That's a hope. So, lots of games on, but yeah, definitely looking forward to Sharks. My favorite player, and Walter's favorite player as well, my son, scored yesterday, and I like it because he's a defenseman, and like they don't score much. But he also has like the coolest name, Shakir Mukmadulin.
Whoa.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a young player. He's quite young, but yeah, he's our favorite player. So so he scored the other day, and that was pretty awesome. But yeah, Celebrini, and this game too, because Celebrini and McKinnon are both battling for first place in point leadership. So McKinnon, who's a seasoned veteran, is number 1, but Celebrini keeps catching up to him in points. So they're only a couple points between them. So pretty sure both of them will be trying to score tonight and get some points on the board or get assists or whatever. So, but yeah, Celebrini had a good year last year, but this year he's really come out swinging. He's having a great year this year. So, and rightfully so, as is Will Smith, who's equally fantastic. So, yeah.
Yes, he really slaps.
He does. He has them take that puck right out of their mouth. Slap it out of their face. So, while we wait for everybody who's probably in the lobby waiting to join. So, yeah, last week, our one caller suggested doing a documentary.
Correct.
So, I thought about it, as I do these things. And we have a lot of stuff. Our podcast itself is already like all the material you would need for a documentary, right? Because if you go through all our podcasts, we dig through our history. We talk about our beginnings and this, and this. So it could be fun to put that into maybe like a 20, 30 minute little short doodad. the hard thing is getting new footage of us at, remotely. Because how I would see that happening is we probably start out like this, and we get us kind of going through our, but, kind of talking points and kind of talk about the history of the band and all this. But it definitely would need to end on us physically being in the same place and kind of rediscovering a lot of the stuff we did, and so back in San Jose, going to the sites, the things that kind of defined our childhood, is how I see it. Like, if we're looking at this as who we are as people and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But once again, that's hard because we need a camera person. We need someone following us around. We need someone filming us, not just you and I.
We
Like,
use Eric.
yeah. But
Let's pay him to follow us for 3 days.
yeah. So, and I was thinking about that in the shower today. Then I realized I have somebody who is a professional filmmaker, and he'd probably be keen if he was available. Because this is definitely the type of stuff he does. Him and I used to make movies together for fun when I lived out there. And we're still connected on Facebook, but we don't chat much. But I think if he gave me the same phone call, I'd say yes. So I'm pretty sure he'd say yes. So we might be able to have somebody, because he has all the gear. Because the thing is with Eric, that's all good, but I kind of want Eric on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
Like, he should be in the conversation. He should be in the footage, for, that bit. So if I mapped out a storyline in my head, it starts off with, a little bit of us as humans, as little babies, how long we've known each other going up, if we could get our mom saying how we first met or whatever, shit like that. So you paint a picture of who we were as kids. Then we go into like who we were as, our initial stint as the band in the 90s. And then we kind of jump to 2008, where we kind of picked it back up and blah, 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 blah. But so we kind of go through that history, and then and all that's kind of done remotely through clips and things like that. And then we have it when we reunite physically in person, and then we could each like pull up actual, like, I could bring all the cassette tapes I have. You could pull up all the relics you have. I think it'd be neat for us to, like, as a pair, go through the physical history of us. And that would be the stuff where we get a cameraman to kind of film all that. And it should end with us doing another gig, another live stream or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of, so and that's kind of the very typical how these documentaries go. But, ours could be 20 minutes or it could be an hour and a half. I don't know. It depends on what ends up being interesting. But that's the outline I was thinking of in the shower.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we'd be crunched for time physically, because we may only have 1 to maybe 2 days to pull it off in October, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Because we don't know we know the date of my wife's show, but I definitely, regardless, even before we thought of doing this, I was going to pop down to see you anyways in San Jose. But we could just do this while we're there, and I could get so my buddy lives in Berkeley, so he's not that far away.
Gotcha.
So if we kind of flesh this out, and that's kind of like what we want to do, we'll start working on it now, and we could do, but, because obviously we'll come down to most likely me, if not, unless my buddy wants to help, editing and doing all that shit, blah, 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 blah.
Well, yeah, because I have no...
Yeah. So we'll try to keep the story, kind of tight and stuff. Maybe even like draft what we think is an interesting story, and then, capture that as we go. But because we've already done a lot of this through the podcast, it's pretty good. Like we've already, touched on all these topics. It's more just going cool, putting it in a cohesive narrative that kind of goes across. So,
Yes.
So I like the idea of that. Would anyone watch it? Who fucking knows? Who fucking cares? At the end of the day, you and I are going to end up with this little movie that like in 20 years time we'll watch and go, holy fuck, or, play it at our
but it'd be
wakes
good
and
for
shit.
our kids or grandkids. They'll have like who was grandpa? Oh,
Yeah.
there's this butt video. Let's show you that.
So we each, if we do this,
the
I'll
only video we have of grandpa.
yeah, and we'll like map it out. And but I really think we should get a video, and I could do it. I could potentially just do it over Zoom with my mom. You could probably point a camera at your mom, but like
Your mom.
just having her say the story of like how we met. We all know the story about the restaurant.
The restaurant.
Blah blah blah, and I'm sure your mom and my mom probably have plenty of anecdotes about it. It's not like they'd spend a lot of time, but just enough to kind of paint the picture of who we were, what our friendship was like, all that stuff, all the things we naturally talk about with our moms when we talk to them, just getting a little clippet of that to kind of paint the picture. Also, it would be lovely for us, in 10, 15 years time, looking back and looking at our mom saying nice things about us.
Yeah.
So I actually like that idea. Yeah.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, because there's a very specific formula you follow in those, and there's no point in breaking away from that formula. Just we'll do it, and it's just our story to tell. Yeah. It worked for Anvil.
For Anvil?
Yeah. Did you ever see This Is Anvil?
No.
So Anvil is this Canadian band, these three buddies, and they never made it. They made it but didn't, but they were big. They used to play with like Metallica and stuff back in the 80s and all this. But it picks up with them, and they're just construction workers and just doing all the, just normal dudes. But then they hit the road and do an album and, crank all this up. And but they're just fascinating people. They're just funny Canadian guys. And man, it built up. That movie blew them up. Like they actually then became relevant. This is like maybe 20 years ago now. Because I remember seeing it in cinema. Like, so This Is Anvil and everyone got all excited, started listening to their music and all this stuff. And then they've kind of faded again. But still, every year they do screenings of that movie and people come out because it's a beautiful, awesome documentary. I recommend watching it because it's super fun. It's about this kind of obscure, but not really obscure Canadian heavy metal band. But it's like when I think of us telling our story, that is going to be the format. So that's kind of what I think of when we tell our story. So yeah, watch it. This Is Anvil. You'll enjoy it too. It's a fun movie. Yeah. Very likable dudes. Just fucking blue collar, hardworking guys who also always wanted to be rock stars, but never could make it, but it didn't stop them. That's the thing. They just keep going. They have like 17, 18 albums, they just keep fucking going. Yeah.
Nice.
They're one hit metal on metal.
Sounds kind of like us,
Yeah, exactly. They're
We just keep...
they play out a bit more, but yeah.
Well, we've played with all the big ones, right?
We have.
Yeah.
Get interviews with like Cole and shit. Yeah. So, yeah. So there we go. So I'll think about it, and you think about it as well. But yeah, just kind of maybe we'll create a document or something online where we could just start forming a timeline. Because you have a better memory than me. You'll be like, oh, remember this. It's like, oh, shit, when did that happen? And like we'll put it in there and blah, blah, blah.
Because you can't see it in your head.
Yeah. And it's funny because I could purely describe how I want this movie to look and feel and all that, but I can't see it. So, like, it's weird. It's weird. It's like I could see it, but I can't see it.
In a weird way, a movie's a way for you to visualize your thoughts.
Yeah, which is probably why I'm drawn to the medium.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's funny. And when I was thinking about this movie in the shower and this and this, I'm like, I I paused for a second. I'm like, wait, did I just visualize that or did I not? And I'm like, I can't tell because my thinking is so detailed. I feel like I'm seeing something, but there's nothing there. But I feel
Yeah.
like I am. I feel like I'm like, oh, I've described this in so detail. It's like, it's funny, but it doesn't bother. Yeah, it doesn't seem to impact my creativeness. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's I like that. You know, it's a silly idea and it's very self-serving, which is pretty much most of the things we do.
correct.
So,
It's all good like that.
mm-hmm. No, it's too bad no one's dialed in. All right, so we'll just have to write a song then.
Write a song called
Oh, you can't hear that, can you?
I can still sing lyrics.
Why am I getting horrible clipping? Yeah, because on this setup, yeah, you probably won't be able to hear my stuff, which is a damn shame.
Need to make another cable.
Yeah, need more cables.
Never have enough cables.
No. It's neat. Like I can't even like type on my computer because I have like 12 cables covering my keyboard.
But it works, right?
It does.
It's working.
It kind of. It's working. It's working today. It is working today. It's doing what I wanted it to do.
It's probably 10 times more complicated than it needs to be, but like it works.
Yeah. Exactly.
The thing that would uncomplicate it is if Zoom would just isolate the audio.
100%. That's all we needed it to do.
That's all you needed.
It's so, and we are premium members and we pay for this shit, and that's so
Yeah.
dumb. It's so dumb that that's not a feature.
It seems like it should be an audio. Each one should be its own audio file.
And I also think like if I'm on a Zoom call with a bunch of people and let's say like some dude's talking but other people keep chiming in, it's like I want to mute them anyways. This is like a feature normal people would want. Like
Yes.
if my boss starts talking, I want to mute him
Yeah.
and just listen to, other people.
Yeah. Don't listen to your boss.
Yeah. I don't have a boss anymore. I haven't done any work this week. I didn't even
Nice.
fake it. I've even been to the office. I'm not even going in tomorrow. I skipped this entire week. I went fishing on Wednesday. Tuesday. Tuesday I went fishing. Caught some big kahawai.
Nice.
But man, it's when they tell you they don't need you anymore, it's really fucking hard to go in.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
imagine
still
it is.
technically employed for 3 months or 4 months. It's like fucking weird to go in. I don't know if I told you this. So, this is on the podcast. I won't tell you this story. It's too personal.
Yeah. Tell me some other time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
There was that one time you farted and it came out of
came
your
out
butt.
of your butt. I was playing the other day and I'm like, oh, I actually started. I kind of got into the groove and I'm like, oh, here's some riffs. So I was making, that's good. I felt like I haven't made any riffs in a long time. So, getting progress. But when I jam. CGA, yeah.
Perfect. They all have to be CGA.
So yeah, I think I write songs in two different ways. When I jam, I go, "Oh, that's really cool riff," and do, and I'll like just play that riff for an hour and just vary it and do all this stuff. But that's not a song to me. For me, like when I write a song, like all our stuff usually, unless we're just jam, it's the words pop in first.
Okay.
So I get the melody in my head first, and then the guitar just follows that.
Melody or the words?
The the words
The
and
sound
melody.
of the words or
Like
the
my big
actual
boy
words
goes poo
themselves?
poo on the potty, poo poo on the potty. My big boy goes. So I knew that because honestly, that's
So
exactly how
the
my
tune
wife
with
sings
the
it.
words.
Yeah, and the other one was the very clear one I had was Fat Tony. Fat Tony,
Fat
he
Tony.
was a hero. He once saw a lady drowning. Do. So I knew I wanted like Fat Tony. Dun 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 dun. Oh,
Do
dun
you
dun.
start that way? Do you go? I want it to go da 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 da
Yeah.
before you put actual words to it.
Sometimes I'll come up with words and then go da
And
da
then
da
it'll
da
help you
da
get
da
the
da.
tune.
Like I'll like just a couple words, like just like the
Yeah.
start of a phrase. And then the rest will be da 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 until I figure out words. But I usually write the words as quickly as possible because that helps me, yeah, figure out the rest. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. I've never stopped to understand my process, but I just noticed the other day when I was noodling, none of those riffs stuck with me because I forgot all of them now because I had no song to put them to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. Like I've sat down sometimes and gone, and I have like every software you can imagine. I have something that takes my guitar to MIDI. I have this guitar thing for writing tablatures and everything you can imagine. I buy all this stuff. I don't know how to use it. But yeah, sometimes I go, oh, here's a cool riff, and I'll put it into the guitar tablature. I'll play it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really cool riff, but I can't do anything with it beyond there. It just sounds neat, but like there's no song to it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that's pretty common. You hear people riffing, and you're like, "That's not a song. That's a riff."
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Be, you have to kind of feel a riff as part of a song to kind
yeah,
of remember it. You kind of go, "This is part of something. I'm going to shelve it."
and I think like the very few memories I have in general, but I always remember when we did Toad. Because we're just like, this next song is, and you shouted out Toad. We're like, all right, Toad. And it's like, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. And then, hey, there. And
You,
I
you
just,
can
yeah, because it's a dun, 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 dun. And right then I am like, hey there, do you want to know? You need to know something.
Yeah.
Well, ask me because I'm fucking smart. Oh, there. So like you said, Toad, I started going dun 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 dun. I don't know where that riff came from, but it just popped in my head, probably because we were in the middle of jamming. And then the words instantly clicked. And once I was able to put words to that riff, the riff was glued to my memory.
Yeah.
I can't do one. I can't just have words without melody. It doesn't work. If I see words, they have to have something. When you gave me Pretty Good, and you gave me that like fully done industrial tune, it was intentional, but it kind of was like subconsciously I had to find the word pretty good in the music,
Yeah.
And I did. It was pretty quick that I found it. But it got that like dun 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 dun, whatever. Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Dun, dun. And so I just listened to the song with just kind of and I was probably mumbling around to myself. But once I got to something that sounded like pretty good, like the guitar went to a beat that I could say the words pretty good. I'm like, yes, okay, that's it. Blah blah blah. And then it's like, hey, that's good. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, that's good. Actually, yeah. it's pretty good. Yeah, and it just went from there. Yeah. There's songs that have forced out of me, but like the most notable, which is one I really want to do a video for, is "That's Too Bad." Love that song, but like that one, I had such a clear vision of what I wanted the end product to be, but I had no idea how to get there.
But you didn't have a vision of it because you can't see
Yeah,
anything in your head.
but I knew I wanted a Cinderella-esque ballad. You know,
Is it inappropriate to make fun of your
aphantasia? No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if that was insensitive.
No.
All right, as long as you say it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. So I knew I wanted, like, a Cinderella style, not even power ballad, but Cinderella style, rock song. So the piano had to be in there and all this stuff. Like, yeah, I just was able to build it from there. But pretty early on, I got the hook of "That's too bad, that's too bad." Then I worked backwards from there. And once I had the lyrics, it became a lot easier. Because that one, I had to write the lyrics before I could write any of the music. I just knew that it was going to be pianos and guitars. Yeah.
Well,
We don't do this enough to actually have like a hard-boiled formula, but
yeah, I remember when you were writing that song, you just couldn't put it out because you had this vision. You were trying to hit a certain thing,
and I never got it. I got close, but I never
quite got there. That's funny.
Yeah, I never got to what I envisioned, but I think I realized I never would.
Yeah. You were going to go black for a little bit. I'm walking outside. Can you hear me still?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You're still there. So, my writing process is I just come up with a riff and then go, hey, maybe Mike can come up with lyrics to this. That's my writing process.
Yeah. And yeah,
a lot of times I start with I start with a drum beat and a bass line. Sometimes the drum beat first, sometimes the bass line first.
Yeah, because I can't. Well, I have drums and I have electronic drums, but I'm not really good at programming them or playing them. So yeah, for me, it's always just what's within reach, which is my guitar. I have keyboards and everything too, but so it all starts with the guitar. One thing I really need to do more is always be playing it through full stacks and effects.
Yeah.
Because I do usually just doodle with it unplugged, like when I'm sitting on the couch and shit. But it's so different once you throw, because what sounds like garbage unplugged sounds good, through distortion and, reverbs and shit. So I'm like, all right, I need to like just push myself. So my amp is always plugged into my thing. And I also now have it. So I love the tone on my amp, but like if I actually do a recording in the future, I always did live recordings on our last album, but I'll probably just use the direct line in and then do the effects in Logic next time. But I love the fact that like on our last one, I still mic'd my amps and everything because I just wanted to get very specific tones out of like those pedals we have.
But they were good tones you got, so it worked out really well.
Yeah, the actual like real tone of my amp is probably my favorite. It may not fit but it's like my favorite just to jam on. But then I of course have the FX68, is it? The Supra, which is, and I now have a full pedal board, which you were with me when I bought that too. So I have a whole chain link of stuff I could wire up when we do the next thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I've got a whole pedal board too now.
The only thing I'm missing, but I know I could just, it's silly because you could just do it in Logic. You don't really need the pedal board, blah, blah, blah. But is a phaser. That's kind of like what the one get. Oh, I also want, it's kind of like an octaver, but what it is it basically like echoes your guitar, but I can't remember the name of this pedal, but it kind of
Echoes your guitar.
but it adds different pitching to it, so it really sounds like multiple guitars. So it's kind of like an octaver, but it's yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I can't remember. I was watching some shit on pedals years ago, and you and I were, or a year ago, when you and I were really trying to build them, which I'd like to get back into as well. But yeah.
What else would it be other than octaver?
It's something like that. Yeah.
An octave pedal, yeah.
Yeah, but it like repeats it, I think 3 times or something. So it like really, and each one has a slightly different pitch shift to it. So it really just opens it up and it sounds like multiple guitars. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to fucking remember what that pedal was. It was a cool idea. So
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't put my finger on the name of it.
yeah, yeah.
Huh.
You know that guy that made that fart pedal, he made a new one that actually does what we were talking about, that actually plays fart sounds to the notes.
Someone did that already?
Yeah, remember the guy did the really shitty fart pedal that did nothing but play random farts?
Yeah,
He made a version 2 that actually plays the actual notes.
He played a version like that we wanted?
Yeah.
Wait, he made a version like we wanted
Yeah.
to do?
My guess is he put that one out and it got all that YouTube attention, and then somebody came to him and designed him a proper one, just knowing it would sell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
well.
we're a little late to the
We're
game now.
late, yeah. But good on him. Good on him.
Yeah.
All right, pedals that make me sound like 2 guitars. Blah blah blah. Double track sound. I'll know the name when I'm reading some article. It's not that one. Mimic. I think it's the Mimic. M-I-M-I-Q.
Mimic.
Mimic Mini Doubler. I think that might be the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that might be it. It's something like that at least, but it's the idea that it just fattens out your signal. No, I once again, I don't know why. Maybe we don't need it, but it's toys.
Would it play like it would play your note, but it would play it in a different tone? Like,
yeah, just slightly. I'm gonna see if I can
like make you play like a power chord type thing, or just slightly enough where it sounds like 2 guitars are not playing perfectly on top of each other.
Yeah. I'm listening to it here. Yeah, it just kind of has like a slight delay chorus with a slight pitch shift, so it sounds, just tweaked enough so it doesn't sound exactly like it's just chorusing or echoing it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, adding a little bit of variance in there. It's like, on a drum machine when you add swing, right?
Yeah.
It just kind of, so it doesn't just sound exactly like a carbon copy of it. So, yeah, fun stuff. All right, YouTubers, I'll keep talking to you, Mark, but we're going to hang up our channel once I figure out where the stop button is. Thank you to everyone who dialed in today. I hope you enjoyed this. This is kind of fun for us because, I don't know, maybe it's not fun for you because we do just waffle on. But anyways, thank you very much, and we'll probably be doing this again. If you are interested, hit us up in the comments and let us know, and we'll let you know when we do this again. Ciao.